Hello, my lovely people. Happy Tuesday. Welcome or welcome back. I'm getting ready to dive into a pick a card self-care message. Okay. I love doing self-care. I love doing self-love guidance messages here on the channel. And I even have an extra channel that's called You Matter that I try to talk around those topics as well. So you can feel free to look at that platform if you have not seen it yet. But yeah, we want to see what self-care messages that you may need to know for your highest good. So you can pick from numbers 1 to 4 here. Just take a deep breath and go whatever number you see in your vision or what your higher self tells you. If you see one or more than the numbers, then you may have more you need to know. Take what resonates towards these. These are very general readings here. You can always book your own personal self-care, self-motivational message here of what your higher self and soul could be trying to tell you. If you want to book, that information is in the description box and community tab for your convenience. And as always, I thank you all for the support. If you like videos like this, then give it a thumbs up. That tells me you like these videos here. I keep them going periodically on the channel here, okay? But thank you all for my subscribers, my new subscribers. Appreciate you. And the timestamps will be pinned in the comment section below for your convenience. Have a blessed day, guys. See you with whatever number you picked. Alrighty, pile 1. Let's get started with your self-care message that you may need to know, for today for your highest good, okay? So you have shadow work, guys, okay? So it says uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. It's time, okay? Shadow work is very important. Some people feel like they can run past the shadow this way and ignore it. That shadow will always follow you no matter where you at in your life. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the love in the world, but that shadow is still going to be there. That shadow is a part of you that is alone. That shadow is all the pain that's been mustered up inside of you. It's inside of your soul. It's repressed and hidden inside of your soul. It's alone. And when it's alone, it's going to do things to get your attention because it is alone. That's how I feel how the shadow is. When the shadow needs your attention, the shadow is going to do everything in its power to get your attention because the shadow is annoyed. I feel annoyed too, but alone. And it's time for you to work with the shadow. That's the whole point of shadow work. You have to work with that shadow. You have to attend to that shadow. And it's time. You can't run from it. So pile 1, what is it that you're running from? What is there in your life that you are repressing and abandoning and running away from and trying to ignore it? And when you don't work on it, it further puts blocks on you for the things that's trying to come in towards your way. If this is about a relationship, part of you could be saying, I want love. I want to have somebody, but why can't I? Why am I always attracting the same type of people? It's because you got to do some shadow work. There's something you're not learning about yourself that connects to why you're attracting these people. If there's something going on with you can't stand up for yourself. You got to connect to the shadow. Why do you have a problem standing up for yourself? What happened in your life that made this trigger happen in the first place? You get what I'm saying here? So you have to attend to that and see why that is happening. Okay, so that is for your highest good here, guys. It's really time. And I feel like pile 1, you picked this, you probably already know, yep, I can't ignore it. What is that shadow you need to attend to? And once you attend to that shadow, you and that shadow could walk out of this dark place and walk into the sun together. All right? Wishing you the best in your journey. Pile 2, we're going to give you your self-care message for today, what you may need to know for your highest good. And you have do a 30-day challenge here, okay? So it says force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a habit. So maybe you guys have a tendency of not forming habits. I feel some of you, pile 2, you have a tendency of starting something and not finishing it. You have a tendency like you're all over the place here. See how the card just fell out of my hand? You're all over the place here. You can say, I'm going to do this, and then in the next week you get aggravated and you go into something else here. And I feel like that causes you to feel very frustrated. Make a challenge within yourself here. And I will tell you, don't focus so much on the days. I really feel like you should. I just feel like the whole point of this is getting your body and your subconscious prepared to stick to something that you want to do for your highest good. So I will say, to help you out, pile 2, I want you to write some things down that you're having a challenge with, okay? Challenge. What are you struggling with that's a challenge in your life? Because 30-day challenge is something you need to challenge yourself with. So what is a struggle in your life? And there's going to be a lot of things you write on that list, right? Number it. When you write it, try to put it in order or just write it. And then after you write it, number it. Number it from what's the most important you want to work on right now. And then that's what you work on. And you're going to keep working on this. If you want to make it spicy, put 2 things on the 30-day challenge you have to work on. But the goal is you want to keep working on this until this is no longer a challenge to you. Until this is no longer a problem for you and it's a habit. Okay. So for some of you, it can be, losing weight here. Okay. It can be curbing your appetite, or it can be to limit smoking cigarettes a lot or drinking or whatever, or maybe I'm picking up this energy. Some of you have to learn how to stop running back to a toxic person, force yourself to not do this because this is an addictive habit here. It's something, but challenge yourself here. Make a 30-day calendar, get a personal calendar and write down and reward yourself too for things that you have done. And yes, it's going to be easier said than done. It's going to be very hard your first 30 days to do this, right? Some of you may need to just make time for yourself every 30 days, right? But even if you fall a little bit, still applaud yourself because you're getting yourself back up, okay? Do some type of 30-day challenge, guys. Do it every 30 days. I'm telling you, it will be very beneficial for you, okay? All right, pile 3. Let's see what is your self-care message for today for your highest good here. And we have live your dream. Never give up on your dreams. Dare to live the adventure. So it's in bubble letters here. It is time for you, pile 3, to live your dreams here. And that's a question you should ask yourself. Are you living your dreams? For some of you, you may not know what your dreams are. Write that question in a journal. Get a book and say, what is my dreams? What is my dream goals? What are my dreams? And then when you write it, how can I live it? All right. If you don't know what your dreams is, then you might have to soul search. For some of you, if you chose pile 3, you might have chose pile 1, and you may have to do some shadow work to find out why there is a blockage on your dreams here, right? But if you guys know what your dreams is, it's time for you to live it. And then you have to ask yourself, why can't I live it? What's blocking in front of my dreams to make me not see it? Fear. I feel like fear could be one of them. So if fear is the problem, now you have to work through that fear in order to get closer to that dream. It's time for you to live your dreams and not give a damn about what everybody has to say about you. Okay, guys, it's time. It's time, because when you live this dream, you're going to feel happy. You're going to feel at peace here. I feel like, pile 3, you're not living your dreams. And your guides are pushing you to say, now's the time here, okay? And pile 4, this is going to be your self-care message or what you may need to know for your highest good here. And we have your home needs some TLC. It said gives your home some attention, redecorate it, clean it, or sage it. Your home needs to be clean, guys. And this ain't nothing to be coming at nobody about, because I know life gets us. Some of you could be feeling depressed, and when you feel depressed, sometimes you do not want to clean. This is what I always tell people. If you got a big house like this, or you have a big home, work room by room. You don't have to do it all in one day. That's what make people get so overwhelmed here, okay? I know I've seen this a lot of times on social media, people making a lot of big deals and making jokes and picking at people who don't clean their house. I mean, yeah, there is some people that's just nasty, but then there is really some people that suffer a mental problem that, they're hoard for a reason. If you feel you're a little guilty of hoarding in a room, you need to examine why you hoard. Again, getting a notebook and a journal from the dollar store would be very beneficial towards you. You got to get to the shadow work root problem of why you are hoarding some things, because I feel like some of you pile 4 holding on to some memories in some area of your house or your whole house. It can have a connection to do with someone you was in a relationship with or whatever. And if you're harvesting some energy, and especially if it's attached to a person that was very negative, that is a negative energy. And that's another thing. When we don't clean our space to the best of our ability, that absorbs negative energy. Negative entities and energies love dirty stuff. They love it. They love it. And dirty energy and overclouding with dirty clothes and boxes and like just so much stuff past her, it produces it doesn't produce production flow. Put it like this. It doesn't produce energy. And that is going to make it hard for you to even bring money into your home, right? So that's like if you're having a problem right now to bring money and abundance into your home. I would tell you to start with your living room. Okay, because your living room is the area where that's the front door. So you need to look at that area and see what's cluttered in that living room and how you could produce more light. Maybe you need to bring some plants inside that home. You get what I'm trying to say here? To cleanse that home, because that's where the blockage is at. And you will feel it. You will feel a different energy flow once you clean. I mean, I want some of you to look up Feng Shui and look up how the Chinese do Feng Shui and how they bring money in, But I would say that look at what area that you're hoarding or, holding energy and holding items the most in that area. Okay. And that I would say is the area where you have an emotional attachment to that area. And I read up something, I forgot where it was at, but it was saying like certain parts of the room mean things, like the kitchen is like the health and well-being. So if you're hoarding a lot in the kitchen, it can have some type of attachment to your health and well-being. Your bedroom is more of your emotional space. Your closet is your emotional space here. So then it's something within your emotional heart that you're holding. You get what I mean? Like that, So like, I was just thinking about that, like, look it up a little bit. You can get more information, but you do need to cleanse your home. For some of you, it could be because you have some negative energy in your house too. Okay. If you have someone negative in your house, then once they leave, you need to cleanse and purify that house. And I'm going to tell you something. If you have a negative person living with you, and the best way to get them the hell out of your house, cleanse that home up. Cleanse it. Palo Santo it, sage it, or incident. Okay, hit it with a little, mix it with a little ammonia mixed with a little bit of water, dilute it a little pine. You don't want to hurt yourself. Start cleansing that home. You'll get that sucker out of there quick. They won't want to be there. They'll start making up things. They'll get agitated because you will agitate the demon in them. Put that broom upside down and put it towards that door. They'll get their ass up out of there then. I'm telling you. So it could even be that for some of you too. Like, that's ways that you can get some negative energy out of your home. Open up your windows a little bit too. Cleanse your home here. You know, it will help you because it could have something to do with something mentally or emotionally going on with you. Okay. So I hope this reading resonated for your highest good here. Enjoy your day. Bye for now.